Ah, yes, the Miitopia Nuzlocke, the only challenge that takes you back a year. This is it. One last boss battle. One last chance to win it all. But can I even do this? I'm 0-3 with Nuzlocke right now. I may be cursed, so today's the day. If we see if I can overcome this curse. Let's get started for the last time. Let's start off with our final upgrades. Shy Guy gets the hero robe, Blossom gets the colorful gown, Mudkip gets the golden spiked gloves, Toad gets the hero vestments and staff thanks to the catalog, Blossom gets a fan that I can't even remember, and Boldy gets the plasma mask for the final upgrade of the entire run. Now, the party contemplates the final battle. Before we begin, I want to explain something. Remember in episode 12 when I said that I can revive dead bees with the right single compromise I didn't use? And remember when I said I could do it right before the Darkest Lord? Well, screw that. Kirby is dead for the last fight, and he will be running in the safe spot for whatever hand you'll see I put him in. So, without further dilly-dallying, let's do this. We see him, the Darker Lord 190. But instead of just fighting us normally, he sucks up a bunch of faces and becomes the sun. And now he also has hands! Due to this insanely unfair matchup, I must use my whole party. 3 on each hand, and 4 on the Darker Lord itself. First up, the left hand. I took Mudkip, Toad, and the dead corpse. Funny thing about this team, they've all died before. Anyways, I had Mudkip to deal some damage, and Toad to support himself and Mudkip. There wasn't anything special here. It's just Toad heals, Mudkip attacks, and Kirby's corpse running in the safe spot. Even down a teammate, this was still quite manageable. After a long, drawn-out fight, the left hand fell. 1 out of 3 down. Right hand time. This was actually more challenging though. I had 2 of my low HP but high magic stat knees, Boldy and Blossom. And then I had Red Blank to tank like a beast. As expected, it didn't do that much damage to my Miis, but there's the target attack. I wasn't taking any chances with Blossom or Boldy tanking that, so I'm prioritizing shielding and safe spotting them over Red Blank, because I knew he could tank. And like the left hand, it wasn't anything special, it was just more difficult and took longer. So, after a bit, the right hand fell. 2 out of 3. The 5 Miis and the dead pink guy rejoice, and leave it up to the main 4, but the Darker Lord has other plans. He takes all of their faces, and uses them all to upgrade to the Darkest Lord. Now it's time. One last fight to decide it all. Let's fucking go. Yep, this was hard. He deals so much damage and has the medals to be annoying. I didn't think much of them at first, but they do some solid damage too. I still targeted the main body, however. I unfortunately didn't get a horse whispering, so I had to resort to purple coke for myself. But then, out of nowhere, he killed Nigel. I didn't know what to do, but I decided if I wasn't going to use these compromises on Kirby, might as well use them on Nigel. So, I revived him. And we went back on track. After more safe spawning, healing, and dealing some damage, 190 snapped and used the infamous 1 HP attack. But I had a simple solution. Heal Nigel and Shy Guy back to full because Shy Guy's barrier and Nigel because he's Nigel. And chucked Patrick into the safe spot for no reason, just to put me in the safe spot, and shield me because why not? Now we were back on track again. And we just repeated the same process, waiting patiently for the Darkest Lord to fall. And it happened. The Darkest Lord fell. It's done. It's over. I finally won a Nuzlocke. The past 11 months of pain and suffering comes to an end. It's finally over. I think this deserves my initial reaction, so link in the description if y'all want to hear that. But it's all back to normal. 190's back, but the Dark Lord tries to get me again, but not this time. 190 traps it and tells us about its past. When faced with the decision to save or kill the spirit, I saved them, and it ended up being the main antagonist in the run. Not Darker Lord, not the Dark Lord. Fear. Fear that I'd lose a me. Fear that I wouldn't win. and many other fears. The true antagonist was right in front of us. And now 190 takes fear with him, and we say our goodbyes. And now, it's truly over. The faces are returned, and the party rejoices. And then the photographer took our final photo. There's the end. It's finally over. Let's roll the credits. No, not those. These. You know what? I'm not satisfied with this. Yeah, I won and all, but this was too bullshitty. I used Revise, and I even revived me back from the dead because I won Death once. So you know what? I'm doing this again. No bullshit. If they die, they stay dead forever. No turning back. One big video.